we got an update on the Mickey Callaway situation. And we talked about this a few months ago. Well, my brother Nomar and Mario did. I wasn't there that video, so shout out to my brother Nomar for filling in for me. He has been banned by the MLB at least until the end of the 2022 season, so he could potentially get a job in the 2023 season. And he was also fired by the Los Angeles Angels in addition to this. So you may be wondering, if you didn't watch the video, you may the first one, you may be wondering, well, what's going on here? Why is he being banned and why did he just get fired? Well, I'll answer that for you. 5 women accused him of inappropriate behavior that including sending shirtless photos. He also asked them for nude photos, and one of them said in a certain instance he was thrusting his crotch in a reporter's face. God, while she attempted to interview him. That's just that's unfortunate. That's crazy stuff, Mario. Anyway. This was first made public on February 1st, and this action spanned 5 years, Mario. Within those 5 years, he was the Cleveland Indians pitching coach. He was the New York Mets manager and was also the pitching coach for the Los Angeles Angels. So this is just some crazy stuff, Mario. And believe it or not, Mario, Mickey Callaway actually issued a statement about this. He said, and I quote, "My family and I fully support MLB's strong stance against harassment and discrimination and are grateful to the commissioner and his office for their thorough investigation. I apologize to the women who shared with investigators any interaction that made them feel uncomfortable. To be clear, I never intended to make anyone feel this way and didn't understand that these interactions might do that or violate MLB policies." Yeah, BS. However, those are my own blind spots, and I take responsibility for the consequences. In my 25 years of professional baseball, I have never taken for granted the privilege of being even a small part of this great game of ours. To say I regret my past poor decisions would be an understatement. I remain hopeful that I can return to baseball when eligible at the conclusion of next season. But for now, I plan to work on my own shortcomings and repairing any damage I have caused with my colleagues and particularly my family. Before I continue, so I want to start with this. This article was written by Alden Gonzalez, who is an ESPN staffer. So let me go first, Mario, okay? Since in that last video, you referred to me as a professional yeller. So let me live up to that hype a little bit, okay? First of all, I'll give credit for one thing. At least you released a statement apologizing, and you guys can argue whether or not you believe that, whether you believe that or not. That's up to you. Well, I'll at least give him that. At least he spoke out. At least he apologized, and at least he says he's taking responsibility for his consequences, which I hope he's right. I do hope, because I want to be honest with you. I don't think this dude is going to get another job, whether he's going to be banned or not. I'm not sure if this guy will have another job in the MLB again. And obviously he wasn't really all that. With the Indians, he was relatively successful. The team was really good when he was there. But when he was the Mets manager, Mario, he didn't have that much success. And same deal with the Angels. He goes to the Angels and he didn't really have that much success. So maybe that can have something to do. But I think this situation right here alone will not get him another job in the MLB. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're gonna look at this and be like, wow, that's not a guy I want on my franchise. It's just not. And he got fired. He got banned for at least the 2020 season, which, I don't think that's going to affect it, because when you look at it, I just don't think this guy's going to have another job again, whether he's banned or not. I just don't think he's going to have another job in the MLB again. And that's just what happens when you do stupid things. And it's crazy, Mario, because he was doing it for 5 years. He was doing this for 5 years. Like, thrusting your crotch in a reporter's face, sending shirtless pics. You want nudes? Damn, dude. Damn, dude. Like, whoa. I know there's been worse, but still, this is just not okay. What are you doing? You're a coach in the MLB. You're getting money. You're getting paid. Why do you gotta do this stuff? Why do you think? Dude, like, why do you think that when you have this higher status in society that you think that this is okay to do? I just don't get it, Mike. I really don't get it. I don't get why people think this stuff is okay. I honestly don't. I don't know what to say, dude, because at the end of the day, I'm just going to keep repeating myself. So you know what? I'll end this by saying this, okay? To Mickey Callaway, I hope you're right. That's all I'm going to say to you, I hope you're right about taking responsibility for your consequences. And I do hope that your apology is sincere and your life depends on that moving forward. As for the women that were affected by this, I do apologize to them. I do wish them the best of luck. Same thing with the Angels and MLB. I do wish them the best of luck as well. And so everybody out there reading or watching this or know what's going on, just make the right choices. Like, and then you wonder why women go up on the record and call out men, because this stuff happens, and then it discredits every man that doesn't have that intention to send a squash emoji pic to somebody, or that type of thing, or a peach emoji pic to another woman. Like men do that, but other men don't, and that's why women call us out, because when one man does it, they're under the impression that every man can be like that, and it's vice versa. Men do that too, but still. That's why I always say make the right choices and just don't be stupid like that. Because then the men that actually do have great intentions for other people are going to get discredited because one man did this and that. That's just how the world works, dude. That's just how it works. And unfortunately, we got to deal with that. And that's why I always say make the right choices. Do you want to be discredited because somebody wanted to be an idiot and try and send these types of stupid pics to other women? And other women start complaining that, oh, yeah, this is what guys do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that no guy does it. There are definitely guys that do that out there, vice versa. But that's why I always say make the right decisions. Because this stuff happens. You get in trouble. You get run to the law. If it gets to an extreme point, just make the right choices, okay? That's all I ask.
I got to be real with you, Nate. I don't know if this apology is sincere or not, but it's stupid. It is. I'm being real. It's the dumbest thing I think I ever heard. Let me explain why, okay? First of all, it's through a spokesperson. It's not, he said, but it's through a spokesperson. So I know that quote wasn't all him. That's number one, most likely. Number two, okay? Let's go to the part where he said, right here, I apologize to the women who shared with investigators any interaction that made them feel uncomfortable. To be clear, I never intended to make anyone feel this way. I didn't understand that these interactions might do that or violate MLB policy. So when you were sending shirtless photos to women, and when you were asking for nudes to women, and when you were thrusting your crotch in a woman's face, you didn't think that would make them feel uncomfortable?
That's one of the most BS things I've ever heard.
I think it's the BS state. I think this whole BS. To be honest, I don't like it. I think it's all BS. Let's go to the next one, because this whole thing got flaws in it. However, those are my own blind spots, and I take responsibility for the consequences. Okay, fine. In my 25 years of professional baseball, I have never taken for granted the privilege of being even a small part of this great game of ours. So never took for granted, right? But you do this stuff.
Why are you going out and doing this stuff?
So you did take it for granted.
It's I don't know what to say, dude. This is some BS.
Grab my passport choices would be an understatement. I remain hopeful that I can return to baseball when eligible for the conclusion of next season. But for now, I plan to work on my own shortcomings and repairing any damage I have caused with my colleagues and particularly my family. All right. So look, Nate, I just don't think that cool. I'm gonna be real. Like, I just think it's stupid. I've never meant to make them feel uncomfortable when you're doing this. Come on,
some
bro.
BS. That's some BS if I never hear it.
I'm sorry, but this is wrong. This is just, again, it's wrong. And I already called him out, but I want to focus more on the actual ban itself. I don't think he's gonna get another job there. I'm gonna be real with you. He's banned until the end of 2022, and the Angels fired him. Look, it's gonna be hard for this guy to get a job. It really is, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it will happen. Again, 5 women came out and said it, and all sports media people, they said it. Look, we had terrible experiences with this guy right here. It doesn't look good. And again, and he's not denying it. So most likely it's true. And yeah, Nate, I mean, again, it's just stuff like this is just wrong, There is a quote from Rob Manfred, the commissioner of the MLB. I don't know if you read it. He said, and I quote, "Harassment has no place within Major League Baseball, and we are committed to providing an appropriate work environment for all those involved in our game." And last but not least, there is a quote from the Indians owner, Paul Dolan, because he used to obviously work for the Indians. He said, and I quote, "In an effort to understand and learn from this experience, The commissioner's office shared with us forward-looking recommendations based on insights they gleaned from the time Mickey Callaway was a member of our organization. While we were not provided with details of the report or of individual experiences or accounts, there was no finding against Cleveland Indians related to Callaway matter. And then they also said the information the commissioner's office shared reinforces our own conclusion that we did not do enough as an organization to create an environment where people felt comfortable reporting the inappropriate conduct they experienced or witnessed. We have contracted with an external expert with extensive experience related to workplace culture and reporting practices to help strengthen the organization. Sorry about the muffled words. There was a lot of words in that quote. But regardless, yeah, this Mickey Callaway situation again, it affected a few teams, Nate. It really did. So, look, again, I don't know what I'm supposed to think of that statement. I really don't. I think a lot of his statement contradicts himself. But look, by the end of 2022, there's a possibility he could be reinforced. Do I think that's going to happen? Yes, I do think he will be reinforced. Do I think he's going to be part of a team? No. That's just my prediction right there. But with that being said, to the women who were affected by Mickey Callaway's actions, again, I sincerely apologize. You shouldn't have had to go through that. And again, I wish them the best of luck with whatever they're doing in their lives as of now. But look, let this be a lesson to you guys, okay? Nate talked about obviously like women's perception on men if one guy does this, and that is, and you know what, it is true. However, at the end of the day, it's all about you. It's as simple as that. It's not about
absolutely.
It's all about you. You meet a woman, okay? That woman is gonna view you the way that you portray yourself to her. That's what it's going to be.
And the way you say or do things.
Right. So the thing that Nate said, as that might somewhat be true, I don't necessarily agree with it because I feel like your actions in general is what's going to view her, is going to give her the idea of how you are. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to walk up to her and again, if you're going to text her and send like Nate said, peach emojis and eggplant emojis and squash emojis and stuff, and you're going to ask for nudes and take shirtless pictures like Mickey Callaway, she's not going to view you too well, most likely. If you talk to somebody with respect and you respect them, and you're kind to them and you're nice to them, they might look at you differently. They'll look at you a lot differently than what Mickey Callaway did. Okay, so I feel like at the end of the day, it's all about individually how you portray yourself to someone else. That's what I feel like it mostly is at the end of the day. But with that being said, let this be a lesson, okay? For everybody who's trying to, again, send shirtless photos to random women. First of all, you shouldn't be doing it, and it's absolutely wrong. To all these people who again, think that being like Mickey Callaway is a good idea, I got reality for you. You are just like him. So all I got to say is this. To all the men out there, treat women with respect, okay? To all the women out there, treat men with respect. It's a vice versa thing. To everybody out there, treat everybody with respect, okay? Respect people's comfort zone, don't make them feel uncomfortable like Mickey Callaway did. And at the end of the day, just be kind to people. That's all I really got to say. And don't do the type of things that Mickey Callaway did. So with that being said, to the 5 women, I wish you guys the best of luck. Again, I'm sorry you had to go through this. Nothing really else to talk about here, Nate. Just at the end of the day, the lesson I got to give to everybody here is make the right choices. We say it millions of times, but again, make the right choices.